Good morning, everyone. This is Anton Ghosh, and today I'm explaining knapsack problem using branch and bound method. So, first, what is knapsack problem? Knapsack problem is where we have some objects, we have some profits attached to it, and some weight also. We have to put the objects into a bag so that I can maximize the profit and I cannot exceed the weight limit. So, it is a maximization problem, and we have to use the branch and bound method, which is a minimization method, and we have to negate all the values so that we will get the maximization problem. Here we are doing the 0 1 abstract problem where we can only put complete objects or we cannot include it. So we are going to see the approach which is fixed, that I told. Either we will include it or I will not include it. 1010. I will use the method of generating the state space tree. So it will be something like this, which I will do in the next page. We will take some upper bound and then we'll calculate the cost and the upper bound, so that cost is with fraction and upper bound is without fractions, so that we'll get the profit out of here. Upper bound will give us profit and the cost will help us kill the nodes which are not feasible or which are not going to be used later. So we'll get our answers easily and fast. So I will do that, generating the space tree in the next page. Let us now see the state space tree which we will make now. So the first node we will take, we can put the maximum number of objects we can in the knapsack from the starting, from the object 1 which have weight of 2 kilo, then object 2 that is weight of 4 kilo, then object 3 which has weight of 6 kilo. Then we can include the object 4, but we cannot put the whole object there, so we'll use the cost with fraction and we'll get the upper bound also. The upper bound here is, if we take the first 3, because we cannot include the fourth one, is 10 plus 10 plus 12, right? 12 is equal to 32, and the cost will be 10 plus 10 plus 12 plus how much is remaining? 3 kilos are remaining, therefore 18 by 9 into 3, which will be equal to 38, right? Therefore we'll negate these values, so the upper bound will be minus 32 and the cost will be minus 38. So now the upper bound will be minus 32 as it is lesser than the infinity. That is the method we are using, right? The least cost branch and bound. So we will see which has more negative value than the present upper bound, which is minus 32. So now we'll take 2 branches out of here, second branch and this is the third branch. In the second branch we will have the x1, in the third branch we will not have the x1. When we include the x1, then we get the same values as this one. Upper bound is equal to minus 32, cost is equal to minus 38. If we do not include the first one, then we get some different results, right? The first one we are not including, so 10 plus 12, oh this weight is 9, right? Yeah, 10 plus 12 plus, we cannot add this because 6 plus 4 is 10 and the maximum is 15, so we cannot add this 9. So the upper bound will be minus 22 and the cost will be, let us calculate it, the cost will be 10 plus 12 plus 18 by 9 into how much we are taking out of it, 5 kilos, 5 by 9, 5 equal to, this one be equal to 10 plus 10 plus 12 is equal to minus 32. So the cost here will be minus 32. Now we see that this cost is higher than this cost, negative values, right? So we will kill this node because it is a minimization problem and we have to see which have lesser cost than this, right? So now we will continue from there, this node, to see if we including x2 or not. X2 equal to 1, x2 equal to 0. Let's give it as 4, this one as 5. If we include x2, we'll get the same result again because we have already included that, right? Then if we do not include the x2, I think we'll get something different. So the first one will be included, the third one will be included, therefore that will be equal to 10 plus 12 plus 18 by 9 into how much I have to do, 2 plus 6 is 8, and we are left with 7 more kilos, right? To 7, that will be equal to 22 plus 14, 36. Therefore the cost will be here minus 36. The upper bound anyhow will be equal to minus 22 because we are not including this one in the upper bound, right? So here also the cost is again higher than minus 32, minus 38. So we will kill this node also. Therefore we'll go on from here. X3 equal to 1, then x3 equal to 0. We will include x3 or we will not include x3, right? This will be 6th, this will be 7th node. Then if we include x3, I think we will again get the same. U is equal to minus 32 and C is equal to minus 38, the same one which we are getting from here, including 1, including 2, including 3, same. If we do not include x3, the third object, then we will get, let us see, 10 plus 12 plus 10 plus 10 plus 18 by 9 into how much we are left with, 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 9. We can get the full one, right, into 9 because we are taking the full. Therefore the cost is now increased, minus 38, and the upper bound will be equal to, how much is the upper bound? It is the same, minus 38. Is it right? Is it right? Yeah, it is right, because now we are not including the third object, so we are including the first, second and the fourth object, which have the profit of 10, 10 and 18, which is 38, minus 38 here, and cost is minus 38 as we calculated here. So now the upper bound is minus 38, which is lower than minus 32, right? So now we can get the final profit from here because we have considered all the objects and we got this one, right? So this is our final profit in negation. So we will negate this again to convert into maximization. So our profit, maximum profit, is 38 rupees, and the weight we are putting in is completely 15 kilo, right? 2 plus 4 plus 9, and the profits are 10 plus 10 plus 18. This is how we solve a maximization problem using branch and bound method. Knapsack problem, it is solved. Thank you.